What's going on, everyone? So, Lakers have one more win to go. 2 games to do it. So, you have basically two to win one, right? I don't want to have it come down to the last game of the season. I really don't. I go into business, handle Houston, I do what you're supposed to do. Now, obviously, we're a day away from the actual Houston game, depending on when you're watching this. Maybe it is the day of the Houston game, but when this video posts, still be a day away. No clue at this time if Houston is going to sit everybody. I don't care. They play everybody, smack them. If they sit everybody, even more of a reason to smack them. I'd almost rather them play everybody because we've seen what the Lakers do when they play kind of the lesser competition. They love to play down to their competition. Where I think if all their stars are there and everybody's there, I think the Lakers show up for that game. So I almost want the Houston Rockets to play everybody. But we'll see. We'll see what decision that they make. Houston did sit everybody against the Clippers. We're not the Clippers. You know, I know, everybody knows that when the Lakers are on the calendar, everybody plays. Guys lose legs and magically grow back, right? Guys are out for the year and magically return, right? Like we see it every single time. So it should be no shock if the Houston Rockets decide, hey, we're going to play everybody, right? Because we want to try to beat the Lakers and ruin their chances of making the 3 seed. Now, it is possible maybe Houston looks at it and goes like, well, even if we beat them, they're probably going to beat Portland. So why even risk injury or anything like that? Like, just let them get the 3 seed and we'll worry about them in the second round, right? Type thing. That is a very real possibility. That is something that could be in the Lakers' favor. But again, regardless, whatever they decide to do, you beat them. Simple. Because I don't want to have to worry about final game of the season where we've seen the Lakers just, again, love to play down to the competition. I think a game like that they'll show up for, but it's just anything can happen. We've seen it. All it takes, like, they just shoot the lights out, or the Lakers just can't buy a bucket, or it's just a dud or whatever. For what, right? And again, I'm not saying that the Lakers are going to sit guys or should sit guys or anything like that, but I'd love if the Lakers have that choice. I'd love if the Lakers can make that decision on their own. Right? Lakers have clinched the playoffs. It's beautiful, right? Something that, it's been so long. 4 scores and 7 years ago, right? Like the Los Angeles Lakers were last in the playoffs. It was against Phoenix in 2021. Since then, they missed the playoffs, and then we're a play-in team every year since. It is so nice that we're going to get a week off. We don't have to stress about stuff. They can get the extra reps, right? Like it is so nice to talk Lakers in the playoffs without like, man, we have to play an extra game and work twice as hard. Because the Lakers handled their business all season long. That was the problem the last few years, right? Lakers would just have these terrible starts and inconsistencies, and they were all over the place. And then they would have to win like 20 out of 23 games or whatever just to make the play-in. I mean, literally last year it came down to beating the Pelicans twice in a row, right? Like just to make the playoffs. And it's just like, I'm so glad that the Lakers aren't in that position no more. I'm so glad that the Lakers actually get to be in the playoffs. But we need the 3 seed. Talked about it for months. The best seeding for them, right? I want to see them get the 3 seed. I want to see, I don't care who you give me the smoke against anybody. I'm not worried about who you play, but I want the Lakers to get home court, particularly in that first round, and potentially, depending on what happens with OKC and Houston, I mean, you could have home court throughout the entire playoffs, right? If Denver ends up beating, OKC in the second round and you make it to the conference fight, you could have home court there. Like, so there's a lot of benefits, there's a lot of potentials for the Lakers, right? But it starts with getting that final win, right? Again, I love that the Lakers clinched the playoffs, but job's not finished. And I hope that the Lakers aren't taking it as such, right? Take your bow, do your thing, enjoy the moment, right? It was an emotional game, an emotional moment, right? You went in to Dallas, Luka, the most emotional game that guy is ever going to play in his life. To go from having to cry and be and go through a million different emotions and feelings and all that stuff to now have to go jump into, a game, to go from bawling your eyes out to balling in hoops. Like, it's just, and to handle business. We all knew that was going to be a Luka game. We all knew that he was going to take 40 shots and, drop 40, and he did, right? Took 28 shots and dropped 40. He was efficient. It was good, and he let it out, and it's great. I think that was so impactful and important for him, like, genuinely. I think that was just so good for closure for the Lakers, for Dallas, right? And in particular, Luka. I think that was huge closure for Luka, because now he doesn't have to have that kind of, like, what is it going to be like when I go back? Yes, they already played, but it's one thing to play in LA. It's another thing to actually go into your stadium, take a look around, take it in, hear the fans, like, just thinking that you were never going to, that this place was your home and you were never going to leave. And it got taken from you. Not because you didn't want, you wanted to leave it or you abandoned it or anything. Somebody came in and sold it under you, right? Like, that's essentially what happened to Luka. But, you got that out of the way, right? There's a lot of talk about, hey, the Thunder game, should you rest and sit against the Thunder? And they ended up playing everybody. And look, if Luka doesn't get ejected, I fully believe the Lakers win that game. Now, do we know that? No. And we never will. Now, Lakers were only up 1 point. So is it possible Lakers still lost that game? Sure. But I would have loved to find out. Right? I would have loved for a referee not to think that everyone's there to see him and actually let that game that was huge, crucial, and pivotal actually play itself out, especially in a 1 point game. Right? If Lakers were down 30, fine. Different conversation. But that's not what happened here. Right? So, I know in hindsight is always 20/20. After that game, people are like, this is why you sit them. If you win that game, everyone's like, Lakers are geniuses, right? It's just, again, hindsight is always 20/20. And I appreciate, I love, and I even said that I thought the Lakers should do that because I want to get it over with. I don't want to tempt the basketball gods. I don't want to play with your food. I don't want any of that stuff. I don't want to have to risk any. We have the opportunity. We have control. I don't want to put control in other people's hands. I want to get it done and out of the way, and then we can make the decision on what is going to happen. Do we want to play the last game? Do we not want to play the last game? Right? Whatever it is. I want the Lakers to make that decision. I want the Lakers to decide that. Do we want to, are we fine playing the final game, staying in rhythm, working on some stuff, getting some reps, even if we don't win, or maybe playing the starters just the first half to work through some stuff and kind of do a walkthrough and use, the Blazers game as practice, whatever it is you want to do, right? I'd love if the Lakers got to decide that for themselves rather than like, hey, now you have to play and Portland shoots the lights out or something crazy like that. Now the Lakers are the 5th seed. And it's just like, come on. Can we not do that? I don't again, Lakers are in control. Stay in control. Keep in control. You got one more game. One more game you got to win. And you have 2 chances to do it. Don't play with your food. Don't mess around. Lakers were handed a gift by the basketball gods and the Warriors and the Nuggets losing the other day, right? Warriors just lost again, so it looks like they would have lost regardless, but Denver in particular, right? Like, Lakers still would be in a rock fight had that not happened. But now the Lakers have an opportunity here to put themselves in position to where it's like, okay, they are the team, right? And then now the conversation is, are they contenders? Are they going to win the championship? They're the 3 seed. They're this. JJ Redick, coach of the year, right? Like, it's just you want that positive conversation. You want that to start early, right? Like, because it gives you that confidence, that momentum, the narrative is different. Like, it's just all of these things are just so good and fans are excited and fans are pumped and we're all like, yes, this is it. This is our time, right? Like, we don't have to play the extra game. We don't have to go from, playing in a playing game to 2 days later playing into a playoff game and, guys getting tired and playing extra games and more minutes and all that. It's just, why do you want to go through all that? You got 1 game left. 1. Get it over with. I don't want to tempt it, which is why I'm glad the Lakers played against the Thunder. Because, one, it would have been nice if they won those 2 back-to-backs, because then now you get to make your decision on the Houston and the Blazers game. But, fortunately, again, the ref decided that it was better to have him be a spectacle. Can't fix that. Can't correct it. Right? What's done is done. It's a wrap. Wipe your hands with it. Move on. You handle business against Dallas. Build on that momentum. Carry that into this Houston game. If Houston plays all their guys, they play all their guys. If they rest everybody, they rest everybody. Whatever it is, go in, handle your business, get into the playoffs, gear up, and let's go. If you want to play the Portland game, play the Portland game. Right? I think at that point they should probably sit, right? Because you're going to get a week off regardless. It's an extra couple days. Right? But I'd like the Lakers to make that decision and do it now. One more win, guys. One more. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you think they get it done? Do you think they don't? How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are. Either way, let me know down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. I enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.